Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. I'm Talia Delmar, Sales and Marketing Associate of NafilaWeb, and your host for today. Welcome to our webinar entitled Accelerate Digital Transformation in Education Industry with Alibaba Cloud. I know we are all excited about this learning session, so let us begin this webinar with an invocation followed by the Philippine National Anthem.
Under your wing, cover me within your mighty hand. Bring me your sins of light and thunders roar. I will soaring above the storm. Father, you are king over the flood. I will be still, know you are God.
Good afternoon again. In this webinar, we will talk about the education industry successful cases, cloud workplace for teaching collaboration and cloud native technology for online education. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce you to the solution architect of Alibaba Cloud, Ms. Kirby Laborte. Hi, Ms. Kirby.
Hi, everyone. Can you hear me? Hi, this is Kirby.
Yes.
Yep, great. So should I start sharing my screen?
Yes, Ms. Kirby.
All right, great. Hold on.
Hi. While Ms. Kirby is pulling up the presentation, I'd like to remind everyone to please feel free to chat your questions during the discussion, and I'll be happy to read them later during the Q&A portion. Okay, that's all.
All right. Thank you, Talia. So, hey, everyone. Thank you again for joining this webinar. And again, I'm Kirby Laborte. I'm a solutions architect at Alibaba Cloud. So, our topic for today is accelerating digital transformation in education industry. So, let's first talk about what is digital transformation. So, what do you think about when you hear about digital transformation? I guess you think about making everything digital, right? So for the companies, for businesses, in order to achieve digital transformation, they would try to visit everything they do. Like they ask questions like, can we do our processes in a way that will enable game changing efficiencies or better customer experience? So if we're going to talk about the education sector, right? So during the 90s and the 2000s, we relied on traditional classroom setup. Like, right, we have our physical textbooks as our learning resources, and sometimes when our when our teachers or when the professors require us to get some useful information outside of the textbook, then we have to go to the library to get those resources, right? So the problem with that is there's limited availability of the online, or limited availability of the learning resources. For instance, because libraries had fixed hours of operation, and because of that, access to the resources was restricted to those specific times. And sometimes, students had to borrow the same book that you're also going to be borrowing. So sometimes when you go to the library, all of a sudden you realize that the textbook that you needed is already borrowed by other students. But the case now is different, very, very different from the from the education history, right? So now we have online learning platforms. Some institutions also offer virtual classrooms and even collaboration tools. Not just text, but also they provide videos, right? And interactive lessons, which students can access anytime. So that's just one scenario how our ways in the education sector has significantly changed over the years. So, but the goal right now, this is the goal right now of the education in the education sector, is to make everything smarter, make everything faster and more efficient through technology. And this is where, Alibaba Cloud comes in. This is where we would like to help in the education industry. So you might ask, right, how is Alibaba Cloud contributing to the education industry in order to promote and support digital transformation? So for those of you who are in this webinar, may I ask if you've heard already about Alibaba Cloud and what do we do? Maybe you could maybe put in chat if you're already familiar with Alibaba Cloud, or if you've heard about it already. Can we have any participants here, or maybe raise your hand? I think there's a feature here where you could raise your hands, right? We have 16 participants, so maybe let's see if someone here is already familiar with Alibaba Cloud. I guess no. Okay, so I guess this is a good time to introduce to you what we do as a business, right? Alibaba Cloud. So, Alibaba Cloud is a leading cloud or public cloud provider. So, what we do is we'd like to drive technological advancements by providing cloud services. So, we're empowering businesses with the tools that they needed in order to thrive in this digital age. Because nowadays, everyone is moving to the cloud, and because businesses are starting to realize that moving to the cloud will give them a competitive advantage, and that is because cloud allows them to scale resources based on their needs, and also promotes flexibility and also cost efficiency. So, and I'm pretty sure that everyone here are already using the cloud, and you may not be aware of it, but it's already touching various aspects of our daily lives. So, for instance, if you're a user of social media platforms, I know everyone here has their own social media accounts, right? We also do online shopping through e-commerce websites like Lazada, Shopee, right? And even we also do bills payment through banking services, through e-wallets, right? So these actions often rely on cloud infrastructure, providing you with a seamless experience. You don't feel it because the cloud operates quietly in the background, but it's there. It's definitely there. So some of the critical applications right now that let let's say, for example, us Filipinos are using, right? So I'm gonna provide you an example. Let's say Gcash, right? The Gcash application is a very critical application right now for Filipinos because in that application we do everything. We send money to our families. We pay our bills, right? So that specific application or similar application such as Gcash already uses cloud infrastructure as part of it, as part of its application. So, all right. So moving on to this slide here, you can see that it's a report from IDC and Gartner. So these are, as we all know, they are leading research firms, right? They're highly regarded by businesses and professionals worldwide. And according to them, based on their report, Alibaba Cloud is the number one cloud provider in the Asia Pacific region, in the APAC region, and number three in the world in terms of market share. So what does this tell us, right? So this goes to show that Alibaba Cloud is a trusted leader in the cloud industries. And that is why a lot of customers, especially in the APAC region, are relying on Alibaba Cloud for their critical applications and systems. So here's a quick summary of Alibaba Cloud's product portfolio. So in simplest terms, Alibaba Cloud is the cloud computing arm or the technical backbone of the Alibaba Group. Alibaba Group is actually our parent company. So it's a multi-conglomerate company wherein under that there are lots of subsidiaries, including Alibaba Cloud. So maybe you're also familiar with Lazada, right? Lazada is one of its subsidiaries as well. So all of those subsidiaries under Alibaba Group, we support them. We provide them with their technology needs. And these services you see in this slide, this is the comprehensive suite of the cloud computing services that we offer, including infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, and even enterprise services. So as you can see for the cloud infrastructure, we have the ECS, our cloud server, for you to deploy and manage virtual servers in the cloud. We also have, what else? We also offer container services such as Kubernetes, bare metal instances. And for the networking side, we also offer virtual private cloud, or what we call VPC, to isolate private networks, right? So as you can see, there are lots of services under each category here. We even have our storage services. One of the main offerings that we have is the object storage service for we call it OSS, for storing media files and other storage solutions, right? And also Alibaba Cloud offers a diverse range of database services, whether you're using MySQL, Postgres, NoSQL like MongoDB. So Alibaba Cloud has the right database solution for you. And we even have offerings in analytics, artificial intelligence, and Internet of Things. So as you can see, we have lots and lots of offerings for different types of enterprises, businesses. So we've talked about our infrastructure services. Now we also understand that different sectors have unique requirements and challenges, and that is why Alibaba Cloud provides over 300 cloud-based solutions. We have industry-specific solutions tailored to the unique needs of various sectors, whether it's in retail, in fintech, and even in education, of course, healthcare, government, and more. And as Thalia mentioned, we're going to be focusing on the industry, in the education industry, right, for this webinar. So what kind of help do we offer or what kind of help does Alibaba Cloud offers to the education industry? So I've listed here three main offerings, right? So we have the infrastructure services, right? For instance, I'll give you an example. Let's say a university wants to offer virtual labs for science and engineering students to allow them to perform experiments and or simulations online. So what Alibaba can do to support that is to provide them with, or to provide the institution with, scalable virtual machines, or what I showed you earlier, the ECS instances, or cloud servers, and storage solutions. So the university can deploy virtual labs and to ensure that students have on-demand access to computing resources and the necessary software applications. And the second one here is dedicated to the network, high-speed network. So let's say an international research project involves collaboration between universities across continents. Let's say universities are collaborating from Middle East, US, Asia Pacific, and others in order to because they have a specific project. Let's say, for instance, specific project. So those institutions need a reliable and secure network for data exchange, right? And real-time communication. So what Alibaba Cloud can do is to provide them with global network infrastructure, which ensures low latency, meaning faster access to data, and high-speed connectivity. So the universities can use Alibaba Cloud's VPC, or what we call the virtual private cloud, to create a secure and isolated network environment to facilitate seamless collaboration and remote learning. So this institution or the institution no longer have to worry about their network being attacked by cybersecurity attackers, right? Because whenever you deploy in Alibaba Cloud, we make sure that it's secure and reliable. And lastly, we have our cloud expertise. So as I mentioned earlier, Alibaba Cloud is part of the Alibaba Group family, right? So over the years, we've been the go-to team for the Alibaba Group, helping them with everything related to cloud technology. So this means that we've been experts in handling the unique technology needs of the different parts of the Alibaba Group, like for instance, for the finance sector, even in the online shopping, because a lot of subsidiaries are under this umbrella, right? The e-commerce umbrella, and education as well, and many, many more. So we've tackled all sorts of challenges and gained a ton of knowledge and experience along the way. And I believe that's the reason why Alibaba Cloud has gained the trust of many customers around the world, because the services and products that we offer have been validated within the Alibaba Group first. So in this pillar, so one problem we can help businesses with is cloud migration. So let's say if you're a business who has on-premise environment, like your servers are in your physical data centers, right? So you would like to move to cloud. You would like to move everything to cloud. So how do you start with that? So that's an example where we can assist you, since we've done countless of cloud migrations since the inception of Alibaba Cloud. So here I'm going to show you a video how Alibaba Cloud is helping universities in bringing learning content to their students around the world. This video has an audio, so if you can't hear anything, just let me know. So I'm going to start the video now.
Travel restrictions across Australia and New Zealand due to the coronavirus meant that students in China needed a fast and effective way to connect to their universities and continue their education remotely. Alibaba Cloud has implemented a cloud enterprise network for many universities across Australia and New Zealand. This solution scales from 30 to over 4,000 students and can be set up quickly and efficiently in order to reconnect students with their universities. Through the CEN solution, Alibaba Cloud has connected over 20 Australian and New Zealand universities with students in China, enabling a scalable way for them to continue their studies.
So as you can see from the video, there were network challenges faced by different universities in Australia and also in New Zealand, right? So they're having a hard time delivering the learning content to their students because they have international students around the globe, right? And because of that, Alibaba Cloud stepped in, helped these universities, and offered them our Cloud Enterprise Network, or what we call CEN, which provides a hybrid and distributed global network, which is ideal for businesses or institutions with high demand on network coverage. So this CEN product of ours uses the shortest path algorithm, which then it automatically selects the optimal connection between the resources on Alibaba Cloud and data centers. And that way it can deliver the content faster to their students, right? So this CEN product of ours has access points and nodes deployed in more than 30 regions in the world and 89 availability zones worldwide to support nearby access to Alibaba Cloud. So as a result, the universities experienced stable network and provided them with low latency and high transmission speed, resulting to a better experience for the students. So since we're talking about the infrastructure, the network infrastructure of Alibaba Cloud, I'm sharing with you this slide here. So one of the key reasons companies trust Alibaba Cloud is its unmatched reliability and scalability. So Alibaba Cloud has its huge network of data centers. So we got it all covered in 30 regions, 89 availability zones, and we are serving customers in over 200 countries. So we have data centers in the US West, US East, in the Europe, Middle East, and also, of course, in the Asia Pacific region. So as you can see, most of our data centers are located in the APAC region, which makes us the number one cloud provider in the Asia Pacific region, according to Gartner. So the best part is that the best part with Alibaba Cloud and also gives us the competitive advantage over the other cloud providers is that our public cloud providers is that we have our own data center here in the Philippines to provide low latency services to local customers. So Alibaba Cloud launched its first data center in the Philippines in 2021 as part of our commitment to local presence and regional support. So having a data center within our country, within the Philippines, offers several benefits. And this include reduced latency, right? Reduced latency, which means faster access to data. And another benefit is data residency and sovereignty, to ensure that the businesses comply to the local regulations in the country. So because a lot of regulatory bodies right now are requiring companies and businesses, especially in the fintech space, to have their data reside in the Philippines only, not in other regions, but here in our country. So with those rules in place, some of the companies need to comply with that. And in order to comply with that, they need to store their data here in the Philippines. And in order to do that, they have to look for a cloud provider who provides that kind of service. And thanks to Alibaba Cloud, we have our data center in the Philippines, which, as I mentioned, we've launched in 2021. Another benefit is reduced network cost because due to the shorter data transfer distances. Because if, let's say, you're an enterprise or a business and your users are also within the Philippines, then having your applications deployed within a local data center will ensure shorter distance, right? Shorter distance from your data center to your users. As compared to having your data stored in other regions like closer ones are Singapore or Hong Kong. So having a data center here in the Philippines will really greatly reduce the cost or your operational costs. And because of this, a lot of companies here in the Philippines decided to make Alibaba Cloud their trusted cloud companion, and that includes GCash, UBX, BRB Digital, Lazada, and many, many more. So as you can see, aside from the video that I've showed you for the universities in New Zealand and Australia, these are also some of the education or some of the teaching companies and education institutions who provide learning materials and learning platforms in different parts of the world. And they have partnered with Alibaba Cloud and leveraged our services to deliver their courses to their students and support lifelong learning. So some of them as well move their application and online learning platforms to Alibaba Cloud from, let's say, from an on-premise or from other third-party cloud providers to Alibaba Cloud to ensure high availability and mitigate server performance issues. Because let's say, for instance, you have your servers in an on-premise environment, physical servers, right? But if there's going to be a disaster in place or another pandemic, right? And any natural disaster, then definitely there's going to be a problem. So having your data stored in the cloud, having your applications deployed in the cloud will definitely make them safer. So another list of schools, right? So for these schools, universities, and online platforms, they provide different services, but the end goal here is on why they're leveraging Alibaba Cloud is to provide a seamless learning experience for their students. They want to ensure that they focus on their studies without any interruption, providing user-friendly tools or platforms, and also provide a reliable and consistent access to materials. And this is through the use of the cloud technology. So moving on to the next topic here, cloud workspace for teaching collaboration. So in Alibaba Cloud, I've mentioned about the infrastructure as a service, right? We have the cloud servers, network storage, and all. But as a cloud provider, we also offer products and tools for education industry, or which can be used in collaboration environment. So one of those services or one of those products that we offer is DingTalk, which is a communication and collaboration platform developed by Alibaba Cloud. And it is designed to facilitate communication and collaboration among team members in a workplace or organization. So this is a sample case study that we have. So Wise Education is one of the education institution in Malaysia, which uses DingTalk for collaboration within their school. So initially, the problem was they were having a hard time taking care of every aspect of their school with the tutoring, homework guidance, attendance tracking, and so on. So they were using a lot of apps to manage each of these activities. But a lot has changed when they started using DingTalk. So when they started using DingTalk, they no longer have to switch between different applications. All of their work is completed within DingTalk, within the DingTalk platform. So through DingTalk, they were able to deliver education to their students over the internet. And DingTalk has helped them save like 30% of the time spent on internal administrative work such as employee management, accounting, and even workflow approvals. So as a result, their institution grew and they're now providing services to over 1,000 families in Malaysia, which is a good testimony that our products are really beneficial for education institutions. So here are some key features of DingTalk. So as you can see here, in DingTalk, you can see organizational structures. So you can view your organization structure, reach everyone in seconds without knowing their phone numbers or emails, because in DingTalk, as you can see here, it has its own intelligent instant messaging. So you can chat or message your colleagues or your classmates, your professors, if you have questions, if you need to collaborate. There's also some features like read receipts, where you can see who already read your message, and even you can even recall your messages if you have some typos, right? And also there's a ding feature which you can use to notify a person. So if you're familiar with, I'm a user previously of Yahoo Messenger. So if you're a user back then of Yahoo Messenger, the ding feature is similar to the buzz feature, right? So and also what do you call this? Professors and also teachers can create classroom groups wherein the teachers can assign homework, and then create goals for the students. And students and teachers can view files and also attach files as well. And aside from that, DingTalk also has video meetings, such as like what we have right now in Zoom, right? There's DingTalk offers whiteboards, hand raising, video playing, and you could create or start video meetings in DingTalk. And aside from that, this is a cool feature. There's a feature called Alumni Relationship Management, wherein once a student graduates, it will be automatically join the school's alumni association. So definitely any institution can benefit from that. And then they can do some stuff around that specific feature there for the alumni association. So next is hosting Moodle on Alibaba Cloud. So I'm sure many of you are already familiar with Moodle, right? So did you know that you can host Moodle in Alibaba Cloud? So let's talk first about what is Moodle. Just briefly talk about Moodle. So Moodle is a learning platform designed to provide educators and administrators and learners with a secure and integrated system to create personalized learning environments. So what's good about Moodle is that it's open source, meaning you can customize it in any way you want. It provides different features that you can customize, you can personalize, you can create courses out of it. It also provides collaborative tools like forums, wikis, chats, and blogs. And it's very scalable. Let's say if your institution has only a few students, you can use Moodle. But if you grew to like a few students to million of users, then definitely Moodle can accommodate that, because Moodle can be scaled to support the needs of, both small classes and large organizations. And because of its flexibility and scalability, Moodle has been adapted for use across education, not just in education, but also in other businesses, nonprofit organizations, and even in government and with community context. So as you can see, Moodle is very, very beneficial, especially for the education sector. So here I'm showing you what I saw in Moodle statistics. So this is where you could see how many sites have been created in Moodle, how many courses. As you can see, there are 46 million courses created in Moodle around the world. And the users, as you can see, is 402 million. So that many, imagine that many users are already on Moodle. So if you think about it, the world's population is 7.8 billion. So that's going to be 5%. That's 5% already of the of our population. So this only shows that it's proven, it's trusted worldwide, right? So it's powering hundreds of thousands of learning environments globally. So it's trusted by institutions and organizations, small and large, making it the world's most widely used learning platform. So this is a case study that we have in Alibaba Cloud. So this is for the Universitas Prasetya Mulia. This is a university in Indonesia. So they've faced during the craziness of COVID, they faced some major IT challenges. So they were using on-premises servers for platforms like Moodle and also SAP. But with the sudden increase in online students, right? So their students are increasing and increasing. Things got really tricky. So the key challenge is that they need an infrastructure that can handle the increasing number of their students, since more and more students are accessing Moodle. So they need to handle a lot of traffic, right? So can you imagine 6,000 students all wanting to access the application at the same time? So they needed a way to balance the load and keep things running smoothly. So they understand that the goal here is to move to cloud. However, they still need a reliable cloud provider who can help them do this without any problem or hiccups. So of course, aside from that, they also wanted it to be secure, of course, but also budget friendly as well. So now they were on the lookout for a cloud service provider to help them with that. So what they did was they've used Alibaba Cloud's Elastic Compute Service, the ECS cloud server, for quick and easy scalability, meaning their technology could grow seamlessly as more students join in. And to handle tons of students all logging in at the same time, they used Alibaba Cloud Server Load Balancer, or what we call SLB, which is like a traffic cop for internet data. So it's distributing the traffic to the servers, making sure that everything runs smoothly, even during busy times. And of course, they also leveraged our storage service, the OSS, to handle the massive amounts of information that they would like to store. So with the help of Alibaba Cloud, so this university got a high-tech, secure, and reliable setup that's making their online learning experience top-notch. So here, Moodle on Alibaba Cloud Marketplace. So Moodle is very, very easy to deploy in Alibaba Cloud, because in Alibaba Cloud Workplace, you can, so I've added here a screenshot of Alibaba Cloud's Marketplace, where you can search for Moodle, right? So you just type in open source learning platform, and you can deploy Moodle instantly in Alibaba Cloud. So you just need to log in and just go through the steps, right? Go through the wizard, and it will automatically provide you with Moodle. set up already in Alibaba Cloud. So with this setup, or with this offering, it's already configured. So you just need, it's called one click to deploy, right? So everything is it is very quick. So it's an image, a pre-configured image where everything is already there. You don't have to install one by one, like the Apache server and everything, the databases, Moodle. So everything is there. You just need to click on the wizard and apply everything, right? So go through the wizard steps. So I can share the link to you later on for the marketplace for you to deploy Moodle fast in Alibaba Cloud. Or let's say if you have, if you're already in Moodle, and if you want to migrate everything, every data that you have in Moodle to Alibaba Cloud, then you could ask one of the knowledgeable Moodle certified partners and service providers. And as we all know, Nefilo Web Technology is the only certified partner here of Moodle, right? So they're established in 2011, and they have offerings in ID solutions, and they offer a range of Moodle services, including hosting, setup, integration, training, support, development, and everything related to Moodle. So definitely, if you have this kind of help needed, then definitely you have to reach out to Nifili Web for that. And I think that's it. That's it for this webinar. I hope you've learned a lot about Alibaba Cloud and how we accelerate digital transformation in the education industry. Thank you so much, everyone, for listening. And I think I'm gonna give the mic back to Talia.
Okay, thank you so much, Miss Kirby, for that informative talk and for promoting the PhilaWeb for
Thank
the services. I hope that everyone learned a lot from this session. Our floor is now open for questions. Please feel free to raise your hand or chat your questions, and I'll be happy to read them. Okay. We have a question from Facebook. So from Sir Alex Rubin. What about a hybrid setup that combines both on-premises and cloud infrastructure? Is it possible to use only the servers in the Philippines?
Yes, for Alibaba Cloud, we definitely offer hybrid cloud services. So we've partnered with hybrid cloud experts to support you with that. So definitely that's something that I haven't mentioned about it earlier, but one of our services is the hybrid cloud to assist you with that kind of setup. So that's available in Alibaba Cloud. Yes. Thanks for the question.
Okay. From the Zoom room, do we have question for Ms. Kirby? Okay. I think that's all the question for Ms. Kirby. Thank you very much. So there's being none, I'd like to thank everyone for attending this webinar. We also like to invite everyone to scan this QR code and answer our short feedback form. We love to hear your thoughts about today's session, and this will be our basis for giving out certificates. And just send me a like in the comment section or chat box if you are done. Okay. I think there's another one question from Facebook again. Ah, from Miss Laika Revillosa. In Alibaba Cloud, is there resources about information system courses?
You mean, do we offer free courses? Can you repeat the question, Talia? I didn't.
Sure. So, Miss Laika Revillosa asked, in Alibaba Cloud, is there resources about information system courses?
Well, in Alibaba Cloud, you can go to, hold on, I can share you the link where we have specific courses for you to try. Hold on. Yeah, so I can share it here in Zoom. Maybe Italia could also distribute this link. So this is Alibaba Cloud Academy, where you could see training courses, e-learning courses, and we even have certification preparation courses in Alibaba Cloud. Let's say you'd like to learn about the cloud computing, the fundamentals of cloud computing, cloud security, and so on, then you can go to that link and you can get those courses for free. So yes, we do offer tons of courses in our website, especially about cloud computing.
Thank you very much, Mr. V. So, okay. For those who can't answer the survey now, don't worry, we will be sending the link after this webinar to your emails. Also, please join us in our final webinar for this webinar series about the iSpring tools slated on Friday next week, this Friday, December 1, 2023. Also, we would like to invite you all to Moodle Mood Philippines 2024, which will happen next year in May 2024. Don't forget to like our Facebook page and subscribe to our YouTube channel to get updates on Mood PH and our events and activities. Again, I would like to thank you all for participating in our pre-webinar entitled Accelerate Digital Transformation in Education Industry with Alibaba Cloud in partnership with Alibaba Cloud.
Thank you everyone for joining.
Thank you.
Thank you po.